Put a net over there if you need it, but if you don't,
I don't do nets.
see, that's right on those rocks right there. These are the buck bass coming in. Like if you're pitching piers or casting, the way it's wrapped, it actually helps you with accuracy.
Kind of the way it loads.
Right.
Jump off there. All right. If somebody's fighting to get rid of something, they're fighting harder than we are to keep it.
Exactly.
So get out and vote.
That's right.
I'm late. I'm already 20 minutes late. My dad just texted me and said, "You want to go fishing with us today?" I'm the one who set this fishing trip up, and it's an exciting one. Today, we're gonna find out the truth about fishing with Mikey P.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Let's do this. Not break all your gear.
No, break half of it. I got more.
I think you've met my dad a couple times.
Yeah, me and Ron, we go way back.
Hey, Mike.
How you doing today?
Good. How about you?
Not too bad.
Like your beard.
Thank you.
I almost had to cancel because of work.
No.
I was working. I rolled into his place super late.
They texted me about 7:15. You want to go fishing with us today? I'll meet you at 1.
I'll tell you right now, Phil, if you wouldn't have made it, me and old Ron, we were going without you.
Yeah, I figured.
Mikey, what are you throwing right now?
Right now, I got a thumper bug on the Ned head.
I'll throw something else.
Black and blue.
Okay.
You do any good jerk baits early?
These jackals, the Renegade 110s have been real good for me. Even square bills, the little Bill Lewis square bills or rattle trap square bills.
Sure.
I caught a couple fish on that, but it's mainly the stick baits. But I gotta warn you out here, the pike love the shit out of them.
I'd be shocked if I have any videos that don't include at least one pike.
That's been that Squad Minnow 95. That's been pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Those colors have been good out here. That little bit of a purple tint with a chartreuse belly.
I just threw a couple in because I didn't know what.
Well, I think I've got more of them in here somewhere.
I mean, if the pike you're going to take them, I'd rather throw yours.
I'll tell you what I've been throwing. I've been putting a small light leader on them, just so they don't steal them on me. They didn't bother the bass a bit.
Yeah, right.
On that type of bait.
Sure.
There you go.
Oh, that looked like a walleye.
Oh, did you see him?
Yeah. First bite and I blew it.
Wasn't meant to be.
No, it wasn't meant to be. My dad likes to say that. Yeah, it just wasn't meant to be, I guess. Or you weren't trying hard enough, Dad.
Shimano came out with this new Zodius. It's a glass composite blank in their Zodius series for crankbaits. Man, this thing throws cranks, it throws stick baits, it throws spinner baits really well. It's softer. Yeah, maybe there's one in here, huh?
Smally, I think.
Yep, should be. Yep. You're on those rocks right now in front of the boat. Put a net over there if you need it, but if you don't,
I don't
there
do
you
nets.
go. All right.
Well, good. That was a good spot for him to be hiding. So you get the old black and blue chatterbait. Yeah, nice solid little 2-pounder probably. Thanks, buddy. Did you say Zodius?
The Shimano's making some really nice stuff, but the way it's wrapped, it actually is like if you're pitching piers or casting, the way it's wrapped, it actually helps you with accuracy. It deadens, it dampens the
kind of the way it loads.
Right.
Throwing your
so they really work that well that way, because I've got a whole set of them, but this just happens to be their new one for the graphite glass composite.
There's something. About the same size as the last one.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, that's right on those rocks right there. These are the buck bass coming in, is what they are.
Yep. Coming to pick out their spot.
Yep. That's what I was catching the other day about that size.
This looks like you've been caught before already.
Well, maybe. Maybe it's one I got here the other day, too.
Yeah, it probably is one you caught.
There we go. There we go. Largie, I think.
Largemouth.
I slowed it down a little bit. Pretty fish, anyway.
How much do you think you fish for just you that's not like tournament?
Never. It's always for the YouTube channel.
Well,
I mean,
how many
there's
times do you go out? Do you always film when you go?
pretty much.
Except for today?
Yeah, except for today, but yeah, pretty much. I mean, that a lot of times that's the reason I go. I need content. I gotta go. Which, I mean, is good because it keeps me going fishing, but at some point it turns into like an obligation, and
Right?
nobody likes obligations.
Oh,
He came up and took it right off the surface.
That one that
I
followed my...
pointed at him so Phil could look. Right as he looked, he grabbed it. I just had it right on the surface.
stopped even like,
Yeah.
what's that?
So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Come on.
Why are those two guys looking at me?
Here. Boy, that's what really upsets me with damn Pike. Pike is getting a handle of me. Just one tiny little piece of gristle that was holding it. That was funny. That was like slow motion.
Yeah.
He just kept coming up. I'm
Hey.
like,
I
okay.
look down and he's sitting there like,
Oh, god dang it. Jump off there. All right.
two.
Yeah,
Came up off that bottom.
I don't think I even had to reel. Yeah, sneak attack right at the boat.
Makes me wonder how low he was coming through those weeds. Because he came up out of nowhere.
I'm sure he
I
was.
wouldn't think he was just sitting right by the boat.
He was probably belly in the dirt. Oh. That felt like a pike. But he came back for it.
Is it a pike?
Sure looks like it. Yep,
Yeah.
it is.
Well, they're liking that chatterbait.
Yeah. I told you I'm pretty good at catching them. They're around. I'll find them. Be nice if they're a little bit bigger.
Yeah, they're a little more fun that way.
Yeah.
I'll ask you guys both this. What do you think is the biggest thing that has changed in the fishing in general? Like over your years, and I'd
Oh,
be
the
curious
mega,
over
the
your
mega
years.
lives, the electronics have gotten so much better. It's crazy.
Yeah, forward facing.
So yeah, did you hear about the forward facing? They voted it. They voted against it here, the Conservation Congress.
For what?
Illegal use in Wisconsin.
In the whole state?
Question was, would you
Every-
be in favor of
Would you be in
banning-
favor of them? They voted it. They voted to take it out to
Who's they?
the Conservation Congress and whoever voted on it.
Because
The
they're.
vote was what? Yes to get to ban it, or
To ban it. Yes, to ban it.
Do you fish with forward facing?
I do.
What is the logic behind it that it's just too?
Too unfair. You're catching too many. Going to catch too many.
Catch all the fish.
But they're not keeping them. Well, I suppose you are if it's banned.
Well,
fish.
some of these guys
A
are.
lot of guys would.
I mean, that's what I would use it for, right? Crappies.
It's my opinion, though, that they should adjust the limits, not the
I
technology.
agree. That's what it should be.
Which they're doing.
Yeah, on some of the lakes they went to 10.
What about you? What do you think has been the biggest change?
I would agree with the forward-facing stuff. To me, there's never been anything that has changed the face of fishing more.
Right.
Yeah, we had side scan and down imaging, but that doesn't compare to watching a fish on a screen that you can actually throw at until it bites.
Yeah. Right.
And watch it come to your lure.
Right. Fully forward-facing.
Yeah.
So how would they enforce something like that? Let's
Well,
say
if they
it goes
catch you,
through in a
you
couple
catch you
years.
with it. You can't have it on your boat.
But like your unit has it. Oh, you just couldn't have the
It's
side
capable,
stick.
but I couldn't have the puck in the water.
Man, in the whole state, anywhere, boundary waters included.
Remember the whole state.
So like the Mississippi
Well, on the Wisconsin side.
or Lake Michigan or
Probably come out with, once they did the legislature, they'd come out with the way it's going to read. But
Right.
Man, talk about a kick to the
I don't think
marketing
it'll
team.
happen. Honestly, don't think it'll happen.
You don't think so?
Well, I mean, look, a couple years ago, they voted yes to ban lead smaller than 1 ounce.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's not happening. They've been going after lead for how long, you know, and we've been hanging in there, but I keep telling all my fishing buddies, like, when somebody's fighting to get rid of something, they're fighting harder than we are to keep it.
Exactly.
So get out and vote.
That's right.
When you think about it, there's how many millions of people in the state of Wisconsin? And like 20,000 people vote. Most people don't even know what I'm talking about.
And I did online here probably 3 weeks ago or so.
And that's because they're not paying attention, right? Like they don't know. Like I'm not paying attention to that. I didn't know that was a thing.
And I never did either until I was part of the conservation.
Curious where you stand on the forward-facing sonar conversation. Are you for, against the regulation, and why? Conversation in the comments below.
Guys, we're moving. That's enough of this crap.
I appreciate that you look back to make sure I'm okay. All our gears, and I appreciate
I've been with you when you've lost cameras. That's why I look back.
There's a nice largemouth.
Yeah.
Largemouth?
No, sucker.
Oh, that was a sucker?
Yeah. Big old stripe, white stripe, white
Okay,
sucker.
yeah, I saw the lateral line. I thought it was a largie.
Well, we got away from the mower.
Jeez. That was in the morning, now I got the hammer.
Mike's painting these people. Aren't you, Mikey?
Yeah, I had this all covered.
Ahead of time, like, okay, so it'll be about 1:30.
Yeah, they're all over the place up here.
That's what they're doing. Look at these beds. These are beds.
Yeah, they're everywhere here.
That's what they're spawning on. What they're doing. Yeah, there's another one right there. Huh. I didn't know when they spawned or how they even did
Yeah,
it.
they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah, look at them all.
6,
That's what those are.
7. They're everywhere. 8. Apparently they go first.
Evidently.
Ain't no hammering out here, boys.
That's right.
Nobody's mowing any fucking lawns either.
Yeah, I didn't contract anybody for the middle of the lake.
That'd probably get pricey. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to rent a pontoon.
See that? If it's a bass, it's a big bass. That's not a bass. Guess what it is?
Right here.
He thumped her good though.
Well, good. I'm glad to see somebody else can catch a pike in this boat.
Oh, I can usually catch them. Damn things. This one's got my line right in the mouth.
He took your come here challenge seriously.
Come here. No, I don't think so.
I thought when I first said on him, I thought, you know, if that's a bass.
One day, I don't remember where we were, but my kid's recording me, and she's like, "Dad, say something cool." I'm like, "Hey, y'all, it's Mikey P from..." She's like, "No, that's not cool." So, well, that's all I know. You put a camera in front of me, and I say, "Hey, y'all, it's Mikey P. Welcome back to another fishing episode."
This is what I do, honey.
Another fishing adventure, you know, all that stuff.
How many years is this now? 3, 4?
Full time, probably 2. Wasn't really serious about it until probably the beginning of last year, or the year before, rather.
What channels does Fishing with Mikey P watch on YouTube?
Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors.
That's so good.
I try to keep up with Fishing Kit. Otherwise, I mean, I just you know, poke around and see what's out there. Scott Martin, he's got a good unfinished family business, and
Yeah. What non-fishing YouTube? Do you have non-fishing like rabbit holes you go down?
I have been known to go down the NASCAR rabbit hole.
Okay.
But when I go down that rabbit hole, I kind of binge it. So like I'll watch, because I don't follow NASCAR. so I could start like at the beginning of the season.
Take it all
and then
in
just
one go.
watch them all. And then I'm good for a while. So
I watch weird stuff, so I don't.
I mean, I don't watch any of the conspiracy stuff or any of that stuff that sucks a lot of people in.
There's a lot of that out
Or
there,
the murder stuff, you know.
That conspiracy stuff is everywhere on YouTube right now.
For a while, though, actually, I got sucked into the, what's it called, Adventures with a Purpose, where they go looking for vehicles and missing people and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they're in a boat doing side scan and stuff, helping law enforcement trying to find these missing people. But I'm pretty simple.
Yeah, I remember I watched you were fishing your swim jigs with a Jurassic trailer on it.
Yep.
I've never caught a fish on this. I think I told you that. I've never caught a fish on a swim jig.
You're not alone. A lot of people are like, how do you catch all those fish on a swim jig? And it's like, how do you not? You're like, I don't.
Do you yo-yo it, or what do you do with it?
It depends on what I'm doing or where I'm at, but a lot of times it's just chuck it out and reel it back.
Yeah. That's my kind of fishing. I should
Right.
be able to catch fish on that.
Yeah, me too. It just seems to work pretty good.
Who are your fishing influences?
Well, it'd be my dad and my grandpa.
So what's that fishing route story? That's actually where I kind of want to go. I'm curious to hear like your background. What got you into this and made you such a passionate fisherman?
The fishing aspect of it is, it's always been my dad, my grandpa. They're fishermen, period. Like, I'm a bass fisherman, but they were always fishermen. Like, they didn't matter what we caught as long as we were fishing. And that just, like, I was probably 4 years old when I caught my first bass that I can actually remember. And ever since then, we were always fishing. If you're a fishing family, that's what you do.
Yeah. What's your fondest memory of that time?
Oh gosh, there's a lot of them, but one that pops out right away is we used to have this honey hole for crappie, and it was somebody else's property you had to drive through, and you drove all the way back in the boonies, and there was this one bush that just apparently held all the crappies in the world. And that was like one thing I'll never forget is that crappie tree.
Well, I appreciate you coming down. I've been wanting to do this for at least a year now. And make sure you check out Fishing with Mikey P. I'll put a link in the description and probably up here somewhere. He's superstitious.
Boy,
I've been wearing these underwear since I caught my last bass.
No, I definitely don't go that route, but like maybe the first cast fish, I don't like doing that. Catching that first
That's a
fish
bad mojo?
on the first cast, and then the rest of the day goes to hell, and it's like,
I agree 100% on that.
see, yeah, I know a lot of
First cast?
right.
Got those two
You catch them early, and then nothing for the rest of the day. So,
Boom.
This is throwing those like Charlie's worms with the 3 hooks on it.
yep,
A purple with a white tip on the tail. Nice shit. I caught fish off all these piers here. We had legal fish, you know. We won that tournament in the last 15 minutes.
We all stopped throwing those.
I know what?
They work so well.
I got a box of them.
That's what I grew up on, was them damn purple pre-rigged, whatever you call them.
Pre-rig, yeah.
Yeah, we used to throw them on the farm pond, everywhere we went. And then we get the lighter out and fix them because you couldn't afford the $3 for a new one.
Yeah.
Actually,
He'd a paper clip up and put it in there where it was really tore up. Let it melt back together.
Yeah, we used to throw those all the time. Like, we'd buy them by the card.
Yeah.
You get 20 or 30 bucks from the old man and go buy a card of those. All right, thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
That way anyhow.
What a killer day. What a great day. Thanks so much to Fishing with Mikey P for sharing his time and his fishing route story with us. Be sure to check out his channel, Fishing with Mikey P. Link in the description below. Thanks to you for checking out our video. If you're new to the channel, take a look around. We have hours of smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, catfish, pike, trout, panfish, walleye, rough fish. I'm sure you'll find something to pass your time. There'll be more from Fishing Route soon.
I can tell you some horror story about
I've
him and
heard
his
some,
mechanics.
yeah.
Holy cow.
I've had several people say, why would you take it there?
Oh,
So, because they haven't screwed me over.
just some take it in for one thing and they do something else.
Wait, hang on. Action. Guys, go ahead. I'll hit the record. You keep talking shit about it.
Oh, yeah.